Well, hello, my name is R.A. Casper, and welcome back to the Faux world. I made a map here. There are 6 maps on the wall, and I went into each area so that that map would record that one area. So this is the upper part of my village. Here's the pyramid. And up here is the wool sign of my face that I put in the sky. It's interesting, you can see that from the map. That's pretty cool. We have a visitor. Hi there. Interesting place you got there, he says. Thanks. Okay, the pyramid is done, and this is what it looks like at night from the village. You can see the beacon light going up through the center, and you can kind of see the interior. Actually, let's go up in the tower. So what it looks like from the tower. And you can kind of see the jack-o'-lanterns in the floor. So the exterior of the pyramid is made of half slabs, so you can see through it. You can see the interior chambers there in the middle. Let's get a view from over here. Now this is a 1/2 scale model of the Great Pyramid. Each block in Minecraft is equal to 1 meter per side. It's 1 square meter. And that's the scale I used to construct this. The real Great Pyramid is actually twice as big. And down there is one of the ground level entrances. Okay, now this is meant to be a scale model of the Great Pyramid at Giza in Egypt. And I'm being chased here, so... Okay. This is the south entrance. And I have one of these little ground level entrances at each cardinal point. There's the east, west, and north over there. And this is what it looks like from inside at night. These are all the interior chambers and passageways. And I have a beacon in the exact center of the pyramid. I don't know how bright it is to do this at night with all the monsters, but we'll try it. Okay. Now this is an entrance to a zombie spawner that I'm going to turn into an XP farm. But, okay, so here's the main entrance of the pyramid. And just like in the real pyramid, it is not in the exact center. It is a few meters to the left of center as you face the south. Then you enter and go down the descending passageway, which at this point in the real pyramid, it enters bedrock. You know, it's all desert sand up here, and then it goes down through bedrock. In the game here, of course, it's not Minecraft bedrock, it is just sandstone. And this is what is known as the subterranean chamber, which is in the correct location relative to the rest of the pyramid. This is all meant to be fairly accurate. It's not exact, of course, because it's made in Minecraft. And in the real pyramid, there is sort of a little passageway which extends south out of the subterranean passage. I am using this mostly as just a storage place. And I have my workbench here. And this was an access point which brings you up near the beacon, which I needed because this descending passage was not complete. But now that it is, I don't need it anymore, so I blocked it off. The entrance is right at this block right here. Okay. So this is the main entrance. Actually, let's see what it looks like from the top. And by the way, I'm going to put a link below this video to another video which I found very helpful. It was a 3D representation, sort of a 3D tour of the interior of the actual Great Pyramid. This is what it looks like from the top. There's my village over there with a tower, the floating sign. The entrance to the zombie spawner. Now, monsters cannot spawn in these half slabs. But this point right here, the top of this block, is one that they can spawn on, so I put a torch there. Okay, as you enter the pyramid and go down this passage, there is an ascending passage, which I made off to the side. In the real pyramid, I don't think it's off to the side, but this goes up like so, and you reach another passage which leads to the area known as the Queen's Chamber. And as you can tell, the Queen's Chamber intersects the exact center of the pyramid. And this is known as the alcove, which has sort of a gabled walls which ascend up here, which I did not create. I didn't do that in Minecraft because of the limitations of the blocks, but in the real one it is sort of like a gabled alcove. The Queen's Chamber, the theory is that this was used as sort of an apartment or living space for astronomers while the pyramid was being built. Because the Grand Gallery, which I'll show you in a minute, was used as sort of an astronomical measuring device similar to Stonehenge. Okay. If you do not enter this passage and instead climb up here, this is the area of the pyramid known as the Great Gallery. And this has gabled walls, which I tried to emulate with glass, like so. The top of the gallery is done in half slabs. And this was the entrance to the king's chamber, so it is meant to be kind of grand and spectacular looking. And also there were, this was part of a mechanism to lower gigantic granite blocks down that passage to block it off from potential grave robbers. As you get to the top, there is a giant stone block across here, which is known as the Great Step. I tried to model that just using this one sandstone block, but there it is. And this is the area where there is a portcullis in the real pyramid. I didn't build that here because I wasn't sure how to implement that, but there are stone slabs which can be lowered through ropes and pulleys to block this off in the real pyramid. But you go through this, I think it's called the antechamber. You enter here, and this brings you to the king's chamber, which is the burial chamber for the pharaoh. A few features here. One thing you'll notice is that it's not center as you enter, and this is the way it is in the real pyramid too. You enter and then the chamber opens to your right. And the king's chamber does not intersect the center of the pyramid. Center is over here. And this is where the sarcophagus is, and I made that out of these stair blocks, which I put in a rectangular pattern. And up here there are a series of granite walled rooms, or small flat chambers. And the purpose of them is to absorb the weight of all of the stone which is above this room. And the sandstone roof structure that I built is part of that. It's actually giant stone slabs which are put in at an angle above the chamber to try to take the stress, of the all of the enormous weight of all the stone above this and spread it out to the side so that it doesn't crush whatever's in this chamber. Kind of a protective mechanism. And so that's the king's chamber. One interesting thing is that when grave robbers finally entered the pyramid and found these passageways, there was nothing in the sarcophagus. So either the pharaoh Khufu was never buried here, or his mummy was somehow removed prior to the rediscovery of these interior passageways. And I made these passageways using half slabs and stairs, so nothing can spawn inside these passageways. And of course the real pyramid is filled in with stone, and I made it all open and area like this because I just thought it would look cool. And to prevent mobs from appearing on the floor, I put a jack-o'-lantern every 5 blocks throughout the entire center. And this is what it looks like in the daytime. Actually, let's go to a corner. It's kind of cool to see it from the corner. And this is it. The entrance, the descending passage which goes to the subterranean chamber down here. Got the ascending passage, which goes to the Great Gallery and also to the Queen's Chamber. The antechamber with portcullis, which I didn't build, leading to the King's Chamber. And I have a beacon in the exact center of the pyramid. So this is R.A. Casper, and this has been a little tour video of this build, this rather large build. It's actually the biggest thing I've ever built in Minecraft. And it took quite a long time. There was actually a small stone and a sand mountain here that I had to take down. Which if you've been watching my previous videos, you watched me do that. So if you're on the Faux world, on the Jupiter Broadcasting server, feel free to stop by and take a look at this. You can get to it through the Nether Hub by taking the north tunnel, which is the purple tunnel, go all the way to the end, and there is now a stone walkway outside of the end of that doorway at the end of the hallway. And if you follow the walkway, you'll get to my nether portal, which will bring you to this village. And then the pyramid will be clearly visible in the distance. So, more angry spiders. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching.